Hi, friends. Welcome back to Midweek Encouragement. Thank you for joining us today. Hey, my son, great kid, love the kid. He's my favorite son. Oh yeah, he's also my only. But you know what? He is on a varsity sports team. Ever since he was a freshman in college, he was on the varsity sports team at East Central University in Ada, Oklahoma. Go Tigers! But I'm cheering on the Tigers esport team this week. Yes, he's got some major competition coming up this week. They're in some finals, and they have the opportunity to bring home a plaque. And I am so proud of him for this because not only does it mean that he's busy with something, but it's got him some scholarships too. All the more help. Good way to go, son. But I'm not a big gamer, especially when it comes to games played on the computer. My son has a talent for that I do not have. I'm much better at card games. Now, my brother, him and his family, it is a regular event at their house to gather around the table and play a game. Maybe it's Uno or Skippo or some other card game. They're gathered around a table playing. Now, I feel as if some of them try to load up my hands with as many cards as possible. Um, in fact, probably more cards than what my hands can hold. And when I have a full hand, it appears like I have no chance of winning. But I don't give up. I stay in the game because it's about being with them, not about winning for me. Now, some kids' games, such as Chuttes and Ladders or Trouble, that's the adult version of Yahoo, uh, have the ability to send you back to the beginning. And no matter the age group of games you play, being set back to the beginning isn't fun. It's your reaction that makes the difference. It says a lot about you. How do you react when you feel as if you're getting ahead in the game only to be sent back to the beginning? Some throw a fit. Some have been known to throw the board game across the room. Others have a mindset of, oh, that's great. I get to be with you a little bit longer because I'm going back to the beginning. I'm not out of the game. I just have to start over. It's not a matter of if I win or lose. It is who I get to spend time with. Makes me think of a meal. It isn't what is on the table, it's who is at the table. Setbacks can either make you bitter or they can make you better. It's a matter of how you see things. Solomon in his wisdom said in Proverbs 11:2, when pride comes, then comes disgrace, but with humility comes wisdom. Setbacks and disappointments are inevitable, but they're not the end. True humility is turning setbacks into opportunities. When Joseph was sold into slavery, falsely accused of a crime he didn't commit, imprisoned uh, on someone else's lie, then forgotten by one that he helped, he didn't get bitter. He got better. And after interpreting Pharaoh's dream with the help of God, there was this reunion later on with his father and his brother. I love the point when he has the opportunity to have revenge on his brothers, and instead he says, Genesis 50, verse 20, you intended to harm me, but God intended it for good to accomplish what is now being done, the saving of many lives. What is your reaction to setbacks? When the unexpected turns south in your life and things seem hopeless, how do you respond? Pride and anger are not going to be helpful, but humility and patience turn into wisdom and something greater. Proverbs 15:1 says, a gentle answer turns away wrath, but a harsh word stirs up anger. When we get derailed, it's important to look for the good in what's going on. It's also helpful to be grateful for what you already have and grateful for the things you don't have. Detours are not dead ends. They're just a place to slow down, a time to reflect on the good that we have. What has felt like rejection is most likely God's protection that we ought to be grateful for. On more than one occasion in my life, I've had detours that I have discovered were God's protection. One time I was traveling, we were headed to a funeral, and along the way we needed to stop and get gas and go to the restroom. Really glad we did because the clerk at the store said you might want to start taking the feeder road. There's been an accident down the road and it's going to be a big delay. Boy, they were so exactly right. What would we have been in if we hadn't stopped at that moment? I really think God orchestrated our stop that moment. Other times I've been in the car and somebody in the car said, I need to go to the restroom. So we get off on the exit ramp only to see an accident that we would not have been able to get around for quite a long period of time. God protects the innocent, and fools don't prove which one you are. Consider your setbacks, detours, and disappointments that you're facing right now. It's going to take some work, but what good can you find in them? What is the grace and humility and wisdom you need to find different reactions than everyone else has? A reaction that will honor God and teach others a different path. Some of the games I've had with family, and somebody has said, well, a card played is a card laid. And that's exactly true. We all make mistakes, but those mistakes are not dead ends. We have to keep moving on. We are no longer tied down to our past. It was just a starting point. God has given us a new starting point, and from that place we move forward. Disappointments are not dead ends, they are new beginnings. And when it comes your turn, move in the right direction and move with Jesus, not on your own. Thank you, friends.